The women's 4x200 meters freestyle relay.
Brazil will swim from lane 8. The quartet of Balducini, de Oliveira, Roncato, and Almeida.
Hungary have made the final. It's the 7th fastest. They're out in lane 1. Padar and Abraham, Molnar and Kessely.
Canada, they'll be strong there in lane 7. Mary Sophie Harvey to lead them off. Summer McIntosh on that second leg. Watch for her, O'Cronin and Dothright.
Here's the Dutch team here, Van Kooten, De Jong, Hulkenborg and Steenbergen. So a strong anchor leg there expected from Steenbergen.
The Olympic champions of China, Li Bingji will lead them off. Also racing there, Li Al and Li Zhujian will finish it.
Here's the team from Great Britain in lane 3, Colbert, Hope Wood and Anderson.
The Australian team in lane 5, world record holder Molly O'Callaghan will lead it off. Shayna Jack, Brianna Throssell, and Ariane Titmus racing 4th.
And here is the United States. Gemmell, Ledecky, Sims, Shackle. Interesting, they have Ledecky swimming the second leg, Sims the third leg. So they've put their power in the middle of the relay here. The last of the finals tonight, the women's 4x200 meters freestyle, with the United States and Australia the fastest to make it through to the final. Hungary out there in lane 1 have 3 17-year-olds swimming the first 3 legs. Very young team. Gemmell to lead off the USA. This is the final of the women's 4x200 meters freestyle. Hungary in 1 through Padar, and the Netherlands in 2, being led off there by Van Kooten. Colbert leading off Great Britain in 3. Gemmell, the USA, in 4. O'Callaghan for Australia in 5. Li Bingji of China in 6. Harvey, Canada, 7. And Balducini of Brazil in lane 8. And a steady start by these teams. It's the USA in 4 who would be up there with Australia in the early stages.
Yeah, the Australian team, if they can swim to their potential and what their personal best times are on paper, they're going to absolutely smash this world record. The world record, they broke it last year at the Commonwealth Games, an average time of 154.8. But last night we saw Molly O'Callaghan go 152.8. to break that world record and win the world title. She's well clear now. And interestingly, when the lineups were revealed, the Australians with their strongest swimmers 1st and 4th, Titmus will bring them home. The United States have placed their best 2 swimmers on those 2nd and 3rd legs. Ledecky will jump in 2nd position. So when those lineups are being determined, the countries don't know what other countries are going to do. So they've got just contrasting legs here, the Australians and the United States. So O'Callaghan will no doubt be trying to get as big a lead as possible over Erin Gemmell of the United States, because Ledecky will surely eat into that lead.
And it's a pretty decent lead at the moment for the Australians as they are about to complete the first leg of this relay. Australia out in front. In second place, it might be China just ahead of the United States and Great Britain holding down fourth, but those three teams are pretty much in line. So for Australia, it's Shayna Jack who dives in now. Great Britain have Lucy Hope. It's Katie Ledecky of the United States and Li Jiping of China.
Yeah, great lead off there from O'Callaghan. She's really trusting that first position and hands off to Shayna Jack now. Well clear out in front is Jack. She's been on fire this week, swimming relays in that 100-meter distance, but we've yet to see her put a 200-meter race together so far here in Fukuoka. Ledecky's already in a clear second position now, 2.4 seconds behind the Australian team.
Yes, Australia it is. United States second, and still that battle for third, but this is still very much the early stages. Currently it's China in third, just edging out Great Britain, who are over there in lane 3. Next there, you'd go down to Canada in 7, then across to the Netherlands, Brazil and Hungary. His turn after 300 metres, still well under that world record line. Australia with a lead, a significant lead, but Katie Ledecky is cutting it back, stroke by stroke for the United States.
Yeah, she's just taken a second off the Australians there already, and she's not stopping Katie Ledecky. She's got such a big kick behind her, which is unusual to see. She's going maximum effort from the start. She's pulled up to that shoulder of Shayna Jack, but I'm sure Jack's got a little bit of energy knowing that this was going to be the situation. She'll try and kick clear, but Ledecky, she's renowned for some big relay splits, and this is going to be one of the biggest.
Well, Jack is breathing to her right, so she doesn't see Ledecky, but she was seeing her going up that previous lap. She would have been well aware of the Ledecky challenge. She's doing well to hold out Ledecky at this stage. It's Australia in front from the United States as we get to the halfway point. Third at the moment would be Canada from China and Great Britain as they get into the second half of the relay. Throstle in there for Australia, Sims of the United States, Wood for Great Britain. China have Hahn and Canada have O'Cronin.
Yeah, good last 50 from Jack. The Australians always focus on that last 50 metres on their relays just to give momentum to their next swimmer. That's Brianna Throstle in the water, looking really long and composed on that freestyle stroke. And Bella Sims from the United States is cutting into that lead as well. Sims is more of a front half swimmer, so this isn't unexpected. And Sims has performed better than Throstle in the past in these relays. So we know that the Americans, they're fighters. They're going to make the Australian team really work for this gold medal. But Sims is going to need to really kick clear and give a big lead to the young Alex Shackle of the United States on that fourth leg, because the Australians have Titmus bringing it home, but she's doing a really good job through the first 100. They're 2.9 seconds under world record pace.
Yeah, Shackle waiting for her turn to anchor the American League, just 16 years of age. So what a big assignment she has against Titmus, who will be swimming the anchor leg. And at the moment, it's the United States in front of Australia as they work their way down to the 550-metre mark. The USA in front of Australia, very close for third. China's there, Great Britain's there, and Canada have dropped off just a touch as they turn now. And once again, a little between the Americans and the Australians.
Yeah, Throstle really hanging tough. It's been a big 3 laps from Sims. She's going to need to really dig deep just to hang in this fight. It's neck and neck, the Australians and the Americans. Gold medals up for grabs here, and they're going to hand off to some pretty handy swimmers that are going to bring this one home. They're well ahead of that world record line.
United States marginally in front by 9/100ths of a second over Australia, but it's the 16-year-old Alex Shackle in the water for the USA, and Ariane Titmus is there for Australia. So what a big assignment this is for Shackle. Titmus just perhaps taking a slight lead at the moment, holding down third. It's China just ahead of Great Britain.
Yeah, Shackle, what an experience this is for the 16-year-old. This American team, it would be truly something special if they were to get up here, but they're really building a nice team for the Paris Olympic Games. Titmus, silver last night in the individual 200. She was only 3/100ths off the existing world record, but it was broken by an Australian teammate. She anchored this world record in Birmingham at the Commonwealth Games, this relay world record that is. So that's her essentially in that line. She's a body length and a half in front, and I don't think Titmus of 2022. He's going to catch Titmus of 2023.
She's out by a length and a half now. She's increasing the lead. Titmus for Australia. The United States through Shackle, holding down second. Now Great Britain have moved into third place through Anderson, so they've done very well to make up a spot or two over China. China still thereabouts, but they'll need to catch Great Britain. But this is about Australia because we're about to see another gold medal. Titmus will bring them home here. They've gone through the 750. Shackle bringing home the United States team, but she's losing touch with Titmus. Australia in front and looking for another gold medal, and it's going to be another world record. The world record of 7:39.29 set in Birmingham last year by Australia, and they are about to smash their own record. Titmus brings Australia home. It's another gold to Australia. The silver medal going the way of the United States. It's a world record time of 7:37.5.
Titmus and the Australian team making it a golden night here at the World Championships. 3 golds tonight, 9 overall. And it's the second women's relay world record that the Australian team has not only broken, but absolutely smashed here in Fukuoka. 7:37.5. They've taken 1.7 seconds off their mark from 12 months ago. The Americans second there are Ledecky, just congratulating their Australian counterparts. And the Chinese team finished third. Look at that time. They're taking these world records to another level.
So another medal ceremony is about to take place now, and that will complete the festivities here at Marina Messe Hall A on this 5th night of swimming competition. Day 14 of the World Championships, so there was a lot happening before you joined us for the swimming. All 6 aquatic sports having their World Championships. So Matthew Dunn, the World Aquatics second vice president, to present the gold. He knew a thing or two about World Championship swimming, representing Australia for many years in the 90s. So China with the bronze medal. It was a good battle for that third placing between China and Great Britain and Canada. And once again, China impressive in relays, as we saw last night. And now the USA with the silver medal about to be presented their way. Erin Gemmell and Katie Ledecky, Bella Sims and Alex Shackle.
World Aquatics champions and winners of the gold medal with a world record time 7:37.50, Australia.
This mighty Australian team. This is gold medal number 9 for Australia here. Another world record going their way. Callaghan and Throssell, Jack and Titmus. So Molly O'Callaghan broke a world record in the 200, an individual world record. Now she's part of this world record breaking 4x200m freestyle relay team.
Yeah, she'll start favourite tomorrow night in the 100 as well. So, including relays, this is 3 golds for O'Callaghan at these World Championships. 2 to Titmus, 2 to Jack.
And Dean Boxall, coach of so many of these outstanding swimmers, enjoying the moment.
Dean Boxall amazingly coaches all 4 of these girls at St. Peter's Western in Brisbane. So not only are they teammates at the national level, but they're training partners day in and day out. So that really is an impressive coaching performance there from Boxall.
It's a decent club relay team, isn't it?
It's not many better.
7:37.50.
Good photo on the podium of all 12 medal winners there. Chinese team, they got the Olympic golds. The United States, world champions last year. This time the Australian team put it all together. It's their turn at the top of the podium, but with the ages of the United States team, as you said, 3 teenagers and Katie Ledecky, a 16-year-old there. They left a 16-year-old off that relay as well. Got a lot of youth on their side, but a lot of work to do if they want to cut into that world mark of the Australian team.
Well, the thing is with the Australians, and probably not quite so much in the 4x2, but certainly in the 4x1, there is so much depth there. In fact, we worked out the other night when they won the 4x1 in world record time, the 2 heat swimmers who missed a swim then, and if you added the 2 Campbell sisters who aren't here, they would have finished second, I think you worked out. Second behind the A team here at the World Championships.
Yeah, that success back domestically has just really driven up the depth of these relay freestyle events. I mean, they haven't even used Emma McKeon on this 4x2 for the past couple of years. She no longer swims that event, but of course, she's been 154 flat start. There's not too much more you can say. She's got the system's working. The process is being trusted by the coaching staff and by the athletes, and they're bearing the fruits of their work. Shayna Jack in particular, without an individual event at this point of the champs, she's been really impressive on multiple relays, whether she goes first or last or anywhere in the middle. She's really proving to be a reliable swimmer at this point of her career. She'll swim in the 50 freestyle the day after tomorrow. PBs all round for Shayna Jack. She'll be one of the main people there. There's Dean Boxall congratulating the Chinese team. Very gracious in victory after the race. Maybe not immediately after. Once he's calmed down, got the emotions under control, but no doubt he'll be really looking forward to celebrating with his women's team. Here they are, the girls, congratulating all the Australian coaches and the support staff on pool deck now to celebrate this great victory.
Yeah, amazing to think that they're from the same club. Of course, swimmers do tend to gravitate towards the successful coaches, and Dean Boxall is certainly that.
Well, he's developed Titmus and O'Callaghan since they were very young, 13, 14, 15. And definitely the success of Ariane Titmus and others in Tokyo, and then the lead up to Tokyo, has really driven other swimmers, male and female, to join that training group and make their way to Brisbane. And it's paid off for people like Brianna Throssell, looking to go to her second Olympic Games. Shayna Jack as well, looking for her first Olympic Games after, of course, spending time out of the sport. It's been an impressive comeback. And, you know, next year, hopefully injury and sickness free, we see a peak Ariane Titmus and an in-form Molly O'Callaghan.
So the celebrations continue here for the relay, and we'll start to think about what's ahead tomorrow, because it all continues. We have 3 more days of competition here with heats tomorrow morning. In fact, there's going to be 13 heats of the men's 50 freestyle, so that will be fast and furious tomorrow morning, leading to 5 finals tomorrow night. We'll have 6 finals on Saturday night, and then it'll all wrap up on Sunday night with 7 finals there. So a lot still to unfold here at the World Championships in Fukuoka.